Hey YouTube, Big Daddy 0207 here with my main man with the new name,
KC Classic 7.
here to talk about our favorite subject currently, WWE 12. Man, what a game. We're going to review the game for you guys, for all those who like to comment and say my videos aren't what they say they're about. But WWE 12, what are you thinking about it, KC Classic? First impressions.
My first impressions is I actually really do like the game. When it says bigger, better, better, that was like it's kind of like a cliche slogan, but I would have to agree. It is the game is bigger, better, and better. It has not a lot more, but it's more touch up to the modes, and that's probably in the gameplay is hands and feet better.
Hands and feet.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
that is a lot. It's a
No
lot
doubt,
better.
bruh. But game looks awesome. Um,
Oh yeah, that's another thing. It is graphically updated. That's like once you see the side to side comparison, because I mean, just looking at the game, it doesn't really look that much more updated. But once you see the side to side
once you
comparison,
have your hands on it,
yeah,
you see it.
and you can see the DNF, the depth and field. It's really a good looking game.
I agree. Um, game is just, I don't know how else to describe it. I think Here Comes the Pain. That bullshit talk stops. I don't want to hear that anymore. Personally, I think this game is better. I think it has a better roster overall. You know what I mean? I just think it's a great game, hands down.
Another thing to add on top of the roster, I feel that you can play with play with anyone this year, and you still have a chance to win. Because in the previous years, it felt like if you fought against John Cena or Randy Orton, that you really had a low chance of winning unless you were playing against someone who really wasn't that good.
Yeah, I mean, the it's more skill based. It gives me that no mercy feeling in a lot of aspects. I see some bits of No Mercy taken and some bits of like Raw and Raw 2, that
Yeah,
game. I see a lot of that taken, like the camera angles, the created announce names now,
yeah.
the tag names. I'm loving it. THQ, if you put that much work into WWE 13, you will be on the right path of greatness. Like 2K. But don't make any mistakes like 2K's been making lately. Hey. But I'm very impressed. Marcus Stevenson is someone who needs to stay at THQ. I believe he's a big factor in helping make these games better. He got the name changed with everybody else probably agreeing to it. He's leaps and bounds made the game better because he knew what we needed and what we wanted.
Yeah, agreed. I like that they're going the simulation route. At first when I first heard about it when they talk about simulation, I didn't really believe it. Or it takes you to actually sit down and play the game for you to see and actually know like what we're talking about. But it's a hands down great game, and I'm not really a wrestling gamer like that, but I'm really feeling this game. I would call it a must buy, and I wouldn't say that about many games. This is one of them.
Yeah, I'm really digging it this year. I mean, everything. It's one of those you have to buy. If you're on the fence about it, or you're like, yeah, I don't know if I'd be into it for wrestling factors. If you liked all or any of the classics, No Mercy, Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth. If you liked any of those old games and you want to relive some of the greatness of them, this is one of them that I think has to be added into the collection.
And speaking of classics, this would be the perfect time to talk about one of the new features that features some classic rings, you can say.
Create an Arena, yes. Very impressed by this. I think that the Create an Arena feature offers a lot more to your matches. Um, Allows you to spruce things up a little bit, recreate matches that you've always wanted to recreate. I think once we start seeing videos from people, we will see how hashmark tremendous they are. Um, it's a, it looks like it's going to be awesome to the fullest. There's some really good call makers out there, and those guys are just as good at creating arena. And you know what? It's simple to use. Even I made a WrestleMania 28 arena. And I was like, yeah, and I'm just some jabroni. I can't draw. I can't do anything and create a wrestler, right? You ask me to create a real wrestler? Looks like dog crap, probably. But very impressive. I like it.
Another huge improvement, I would say, is the online gameplay. The servers for the past few years have been terrible. I mean, they've been getting better, but they've still been bad. But
GameSpy is gone. Thank goodness.
Yes. The servers are, I can say, this is actually a very, very good server this year.
THQ runs it, if you didn't know.
No, it's something I didn't know, but...
Yeah, I mean, look at they're having issues currently with community creations, which is expected, guys. The people who are crying on the forums and whining about, oh, I can't download my arenas or cause, relax.
It's gonna come, yeah. I mean, you're only a couple days into the game, so I mean, it's coming. I mean, the game's out, the gameplay's good.
If you want a patch for anything, let's get some patches for the bugs in Universe, bugs in the regular game that happen. That's what needs to be patched up. And do I expect all of those to even be patched? I don't even expect a patch. It's a yearly game. But I want THQ to know that those bugs exist. There's many in Universe that I would love to see fixed, but it's all fine and dandy. And Universe mode is still great. And it's still a great game.
When you say bugs, can you just, I'm not really familiar with what they are?
There's one supposedly with the ring that you get like a little black hole. Some people say it's green for them. And basically, it screws up, and it's in the arena. That's one. Universe mode, having free agents often pop back up in Legends. Okay. I don't have too many issues with it, with, like, Michael Cole being added to match cards, like some people say. I don't have that problem. I have Shawn Michaels, who I can't get rid of, it seems like. But I'm also not really trying super hard either, and he's been gone since I've tried it. So, I don't know what the issues are. Vacating titles, it worked. Basically, I got some stuff from online, and that all worked for me. Editing the brands and stuff like that, there's problems with trying to get only cause on your show. It doesn't work like they said. Not big deals to me, though. I can live with it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because I know that will be patched over time. They wouldn't say something in the game and have it not.
I think Universe mode's going in the direction of online. I think we're going to start seeing leagues soon.
Yeah, that's but some with that I don't know, that's something that they would want to take their time with. They don't want to rush that out, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there are probably a lot of leagues already set up already. So.
Right, and I think they need to be able to convert enough people over. Someone said maybe 12. I think you need more than that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of guys who play. There's leagues established already. I think you should do polls and talk to other leagues if you want to do all that. That's just my opinion on things, though. WW12 is just an awesome game. The DLC. Can I just say, first of all, the roster is tremendous. And I'm not even going to get into Brock Lesnar, but the guys that impressed me the most this year, Demolition, Axe and Smash, thank you, THQ, for putting them in, because they were on my list. Did you hear that? On my list for the survey. And they were actually in the game. Wow, they don't listen to us, right, guys? Come on. Demolition, pure awesomeness. Arn Anderson, another one I had on my list, in the game. Pure awesomeness.
Macho Man, who many wouldn't think that they would see in the game. I mean...
Ooh, yeah.
He also made the cut, so I was happy to see Macho Man in the game. And I think a lot of people might think that it was because of his death, but I would have still thought that they would have put Macho Man in the game regardless. I mean, he was in All Stars, so
I don't care. He's in. I'm taking it. Something that I don't like as much this year, superstar threads. I feel that they've dumbed down some of the guys that it's harder to make their threads better. You know what I mean?
For example?
Rey Mysterio can't do the two-tone tights anymore. It's just certain people's attires, it's like they're not as good as last year's. I think last year we had some really good attires, and now the attires are pretty much basic and not as easy to adjust to. Like I said, I would like an adjustment to superstar threads, maybe like their closet where we get more clothes and stuff for them.
And for that, every superstar doesn't need to have that. Just, I mean, because obviously that is, we understand that is a lot of work to have every superstar to have alternate attires, but at least have like some of the main guys have
Yeah,
their alternate
Triple H,
attires.
Undertaker,
Like,
Kane.
I mean, I think it would be pretty cool if like they had those superstars have their old, like have the old Triple H just in case you want to do that. Because I mean, I just think that'd be cool to me. Or have the old Undertaker, old Kane.
Yeah, just several models of how they used to look because there's so many different versions of them,
Yeah.
But that's just me talking once again. Once it's time for me to give my opinions for the next game, THQ let me know, and I would be more than happy to comply with whatever you guys want to hear. WWE 12. I have to give it what IGN, Game Pro, the rest of them gave it. I'm saying 9 out of 10. Is it perfect? No. Are there bugs and glitches? Yes.
But you also have to. This, I mean, it's a new physics engine. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, they'll hammer it out more next year like they've been doing the past years. New control scheme.
yeah.
Love it. Thank God for the buttons. There's
Actually,
no reason to flick the stick.
I didn't like it, but that's more of me just
Getting
used to it. But actually playing with it, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to like it more.
Makes sense.
It's starting to make sense. Yeah, it's a lot. It reminds me a lot of like how the All Stars controls are. And I thought All Stars I liked their control scheme. So they went more for like more for like a fighting game. I like the face buttons rather than the stick. Playing with it more.
Yeah. But yeah, WWE 12, 9 out of 10 from me. I give the thumbs up. I think it's a must buy for anybody who plays sports games, wrestling games, fighting games, whatever you like. Get it up there. Let's get it some good reviews. Let's win this game some awards. Then, the more money we spend on it, THQ says that they can spend more money on the product. And also, two things I want to mention before we end this video. One, I'm going to try and get into the description box and post a link for the Legends Petition. I want everyone to sign it for this Legends Petition game who is interested. Not saying you have to, but I would like to see a Legends game. I think we're getting too many Legends in these WWE 12 games and future games that there's no way we're going to be able to keep up with the Undertakers, the Bret Harts, the Shawn Michaels, the Austins, the Rocks. Every single year we're asking for these guys. And I think we need a Legends Petition game, and I think we'll do a video on that eventually, on what we need to fix it up, basically. To fix up Legends of WrestleMania, what they did right, what they did wrong, and whatever the hell else they did to that game.
Legends of WrestleMania.
Yes.
Correct, yes.
Did I say something else?
You might have said Legends of Wrestling. I mean,
yeah,
I understand. The same thing.
All those Legends games. There hasn't been a perfect one yet.
Yeah.
And there never will be. But we'll tell you what we think needs to be put into it. Matt Black has one up on his Twitter, Raw F Showtime. You can follow him at Twitter if you got one. Ask him for the link, or I'll probably try and post it in the bottom. And one last thing, I promised to plug this kid, good kid, from YouTube, TNA Fan 5150. I need you guys to check out this kid's videos. He puts a lot of hard work into them. He gives his thoughts. He's actually a pretty smart kid. I definitely think that he's a good YouTuber, and he deserves some more subscribers and followers. So if you guys want, check him out. See if you like him. He talks about TNA. I think he talks about other wrestling organizations too. Check him out. Give him the follow. This is Animals07, aka Big Daddy 0207.
KC Classic 7. Out.